Hey, what up, legends? How's it going? QN Bacon here. Now, today for the deck showcase, I got something pretty sweet for you. It's something that has been brought back to life in the past couple weeks by a player called Kohai. It's an oil rug. It's in wild, of course. He made it to top 1 legend on wild with this deck, so it has a little bit of strength. It is not as easy as you think it is to pilot. There's two things I want to say with the deck. First of all, it's very strong. Second of all, it doesn't run any cards from MSOG onwards apart from patches and the Valspine Slayer from Ungoro, and that's it. Everything else is from beforehand, and I quite like it that way. We're gonna give this deck a try on the wild ladder. Not quite high ranked on wild currently, but I will try as much as possible to showcase the strengths of the deck. I'm not too sure if Kohai has posted a guide of the deck itself by now, but if he didn't, I'm just going to use this video as a general guide on how to play the deck. I'm not as good as him, so my opinion probably doesn't matter as much, but I'm gonna try to give my insight on it as best as I can. The first thing that you want is to start with a strong opening hand. Strong opening hand would be, in my opinion, South Sea Deckhand, Swashbuckler, Edwin Ventleaf with a spell, an SI7 agent if we start with the coin, a backstab if we play against aggro, which we seem to be playing against priest, so it doesn't really matter, or something similar to that. None of this follows that line, so I'm just gonna, return everything back into my deck. See, now the prep, prep Ventleaf. So if we get a spell, I mean, I'm not gonna prep coin, that's pretty stupid, but we could get a huge Ventleaf. The thing is, we play against priest. I don't know if I want to make a huge, like spend all of my resources into a big Ventleaf. So for now, I'm just gonna pass. I think next turn is gonna be a dagger, and then afterwards we can start sinking our resources. I do think it is a decent idea to go ahead with that plan, because if it fails, we have an Azure Drake, and a turn 3, turn 3 Edwin Ventleaf, like 8/8 or something. It's pretty scary. So if he actually does not have Shadow Word Death, it's a little difficult for him to do anything. Alright, so we dagger up to be able to have the South Sea Deckhand charge. We can also... Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I can send that back to his hand. Okay, so I'm gonna coin. First thing first, coin into South Sea Deckhand. We can prep. Oh, we've got patches as well. We can prep into sap, return this, and then play a Ventleaf. It's a 10-10. From there, I think I prefer killing this, because it keeps my South Sea Deckhand alive. Plus, if he doesn't heal his girl, he's just going to, to lose her. So it kind of forces him to heal here. Second thing I could do here is just sap, send it back, and then smack him in the face for 10. But I don't think that's strong enough. I'm just gonna play my Tomb Pillager. and go for this. Alright. So we have a great board. Next turn we can play the Azure Drake to not only get more board presence but also draw a card. And we can smack him in the face for a lot here. So I'm just gonna go with the Azure Drake. Ooh, nice trade here. Smack. Next turn, if I want, I can coin into Sprint, which is very good.
Once upon a time.
He's just playing Dragon Priest. So, we have a very, very decent board currently. I think I kind of want to sap here because that gives me 14. I don't have lethal. I was one off lethal, but he thought we had lethal, so that's a good game for us. I took a chance knowing that he could very well kill my Edwin, but it was not the case. So it worked out quite well. Now, you'll notice the deck it's an oil deck, but even without the oil, you will still manage to steal a couple wins just with the sheer power of either Edwin or the Auctioneer, or couple things, just going full aggro, depending. So, not gonna lie, I like this. I like this a lot. All right. Okay, so we seem to have a little bit more aggressive hand here with the backstab and the deadly poison. I think I'll keep the backstab. I don't know if I want to keep poison though. Nor do I want to keep the sharp sword. The sharp sword oil, sorry. Damn. Okay. Double Azure Drake. That's not so... I mean, it guarantees me card draw, but in the beginning of the game, it's a little scary. Alright. We have a lot of draw in our hand. We have to wait. We have to survive for a little bit here. Okay, Eviscerate is good. It's a way to remove my opponent's creatures. For example, if he plays Misha or something like that right now, I can take care of it. This deck is just... Or that. We can remove that also. Alright, so this deck is just a glimpse in the back, to the history of Hearthstone. I like it. It's very fun to play with, and quite effective, to be honest. King of Beasts won't do much, because I don't have beasts in my deck, unless, we have one Shredder, unless Shredder drops a beast or something. It's gonna be a 2/6 taunt. That might as well be Explosive Trap. Not too sure. It is. Okay. So here, since I want to get the board advantage, I'm just gonna coin Azure Drake. Get another backstab. My hands start to feel a little bit clunky because it's quite expensive, but I also have very cheap spells, so I'll be able to we'll be able to do some business here. I actually want to do Azure Drake into backstab and dagger into it. Yes, I'm taking face damage, but it gives me, 2 4/4s on the board and guarantees me a very good board presence very soon. Look at this, look at this. I can, whoops. Gadget and Auctioneer, and we've got Prep and Sap, so I can just do all of that. I did not take any damage this turn. I'm drawing 2 cards, and my opponent just lost his entire tempo from the previous turn. We can smack him for 9, and we can just probably win next turn because we've got the oil, And we've got some ways to remove anything you'd have on the board, aka Vile Spine. So, yeah, no, I think you're dead, my friend. Just going ahead, dagger. I'm gonna backstab just in case that the oil just hits whatever I play. If I played Swashbuckler, then we go oil and win the game.
Here we go.
Oh, I had lethal anyway. Oh well. All right. So again, very simple game, and it's the curve that you have with the deck is not so clear most of the time. However, you will be able to remove your opponent minions, or try to sustain yourself until you get to that later stage where you draw your cards and you can actually just combo out. That's kind of like a miracle rogue would try to do, but you just have that burst with the oil. Oh, and by the way, there's oil, but there's not that other card that oil rogue used to play. I don't even remember what the name of the card is. It's so bad. Blade Flurry, that's what it's called. Yeah, that card, don't play it. SI7 is better when we actually have a backstab or the coin, but it's not the case this time. So I'm just gonna try to get something else here, just like Satsi Deckhand. That kind of works. I'm not gonna play it yet though. The reason for doing so is because I do not want my opponent to actually be able to potion them together, because it could have been the case, and I did not want that to happen.
Mind if I roll need?
Okay. Here I could just backstab this and fan. Remove both minions. We get the oil, which is good. And oil plus deckhand. So if you play at 5 mana, deckhand plus oil, that gives you a 5/1 deckhand and a 4/2 weapon, which is pretty strong. So it's a 5 mana combo. It's pretty decent. I actually don't have anything here. So I'll play deckhand. See, I could eviscerate it, but I don't really want to. So I think I'll just kill it, because I want to keep either eviscerate or sap for my auctioneer. So right now I'm just trying to, survive until we can play Gadgetan.
The end is coming.
Sure. I wasn't going to play anything anyway. I don't have anything.
Here we go.
Whatever. I don't mind. Now, conceal could be an option since we're playing wild. Kohai did not decide to put him in the deck, and I can sort of understand why. It's not required per se. Let's go auctioneer, prep, sap, and
Here we go.
pass. He could very well kill auctioneer, though I don't think that's going to be possible because it has 4 attack and 4 health. I don't see what kills it apart from a blood mage combo type deal. Backstab. And spirit lash. Okay, sure. All right, I guess that works.
Death does not scare me.
Okay, so I'm gonna play. Well,
Here we go.
I'm going to actually play Shredder. into Swashbuckler. We get a Light of the Naru. I can heal myself, sure.
In the light's name.
Alright. He's gonna want to kill it, because he can't heal himself without it. So he kills it first. Raza. Alright. That's gonna be an interesting game here. Okay. So Azure Drake, it is into Eviscerate. Trade here. Just smack him down as much as possible. I hope we get a Tomb Pillager or a second Azure Drake from Deathlord, because our other minions are pretty terrible. Apart from that, we're doing good so far. No, not too sure why you gave me Edwin here. I kind of liked this. Alright, well. Okay, so oil, that's +6 +6. So that's 12 damage just from this. Yeah. And we can't really do much. We need to be able to kill him in like one go. Most of the time, that's kind of what you're looking for. I can play Talnos and Fan. I'm gonna dagger and attack like this. Keep the dagger because of the oils, and then just try to burst them down as fast as possible from there. It's gonna give me a 7 weapon. Oh, come on. At least I can kill something with Valspine. Good, okay. So I can prep oil, Valspine, Eviscerate, and I can just... I kind of hate the fact that it's Dalnos, but can't really do much about that. I put him down to 11. I'm all in. So if he has a board clear or anything like that, I'm kind of SOL. It's not really a board clear. That's still 5 damage. And I win. Because I've got 5 plus... well, plus 4. So that's 9. Plus another 6. And just look at this. Backstab the sheep. Place sharp sword oil. Smack, smack, smack. There we go. That's a win streak. I'm quite happy about this. You just got sheeped, my friend. So yeah. Kohai made a very good deck. Quite efficient. It works quite well against multitude of different decks. It is very versatile because you've got early game aggro, mid-range board clear, and a lot of burst potential towards the end of the game. So I'm quite happy about this. I'm not sure if we could call this the perfect guide or anything like this. This is just the how to play the deck decently. Not as good as Kohai, but still have some insight. I will answer all of your questions on this deck. If you want to know why a card is in there, or why he's playing a card over another card or something, I will give you my insight on that. Leave your questions in my comment section. I will be more than happy to do so for you. Thanks a lot for watching, and of course, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.